Accepting the diagnosis of autism. Receiving a diagnosis of autism can seem overwhelming. You may be left with a lot of unanswered questions about the diagnosis. You might be thinking the diagnosis is wrong. This cannot be happening to your child. There are different feelings and emotions you will experience when dealing with a diagnosis of autism. Here are some of the ways you might be feeling, and ways to come to terms with the diagnosis. Denial. Denial is a common feeling when dealing with any medical problem. Sometimes it is easier to deny that there is even a problem. Some parents do not want to consider that there could be something wrong with their child. So they pretend like there is nothing wrong. The doctor was wrong, their child is perfectly normal. Being in denial about the diagnosis will not help anything. The sooner that you accept that your child is autistic, the better both of you will be. The condition will not go away if you ignore it. Accepting the diagnosis and moving on will be a huge step for you as a parent to take. The quicker this is done, the sooner you can start looking into treatment options. Anger. Anger is one of the emotions you might feel when you get a diagnosis of autism. You might be angry with yourself, or angry with God. Why is your child autistic? You might be angry with other parents that have healthy children. This is a normal feeling to experience. Remember, while you are feeling angry, to think of all the great things about your child. Share your feelings with others. Keeping anger bottled up can be a bad thing. Grief. Sometimes when a parent gets a diagnosis of autism, they go through a grieving period. They are sad that their child has something wrong with them. They may be feeling sad that the dreams they had for their child may have to change. They might be sad over the way the world will treat their child, and the hardships they will face. Grief is a normal emotion to go through. The key is to get through the grief, and on to the acceptance. Try not to look at the things that are wrong. There will have to be some adjustments made to your plans for your child's future. That is what life is all about, change. If you find yourself unable to move past the grieving stage, you might need to talk to someone. It might help having a few therapy sessions to deal with the feelings you are experiencing. Acceptance. Finally, coming to terms with the diagnosis of autism can take a while. Some people are just glad to have an answer to what is wrong with their child. Others have a hard time accepting their child is different from other kids. Eventually you will accept that your child is different, and that is okay. Once you have accepted the diagnosis of autism, you can start to help your child. Do all the research you can on autism. Think about how hard it is for your child. They need you to be behind them in their treatments 100%. The first step to doing this is acceptance.